Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's up, LumioseStation, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon DataDex with me, TheOneIntegral. In the last installment of the Pokémon DataDex, we covered Donphan, and I asked you guys to choose between two Pokémon, which were Mismagius and Honchkrow for this week's, and in the end, you ended up choosing Mismagius, so that's what Pokémon we are looking at this week. For next week's episode, we again have a choice of two more Pokemon for you guys, and these Pokemon are Nidoqueen and Nidoking. So, do you want to see Nidoqueen or do you want to see Nidoking next week? And promise you guys, your votes will not be classed as sexism. Whichever one you choose is the one you want to see. So, if you want to see Nidoqueen, comment down in the comment section down below now saying Nidoqueen, and if you want to see Nidoking, comment down below saying Nidoking. The one with the most votes will be covered next week on the Pokemon DataDex. So, for now though, let's start looking at our Pokemon for this week, which is Mismagius. Mismagius is the magical Pokemon, a pure ghost type, and number 429 in the National Pokédex. Mismagius is about 2 foot 11 inches tall, or 0.9 meters tall, putting it it's a pretty small Pokemon, and weighs 9.7 pounds or 4.4 kilograms. It's in the amorphous egg group, and the male-female split is equal at 50-50. Evolution chain wise, Mismagius evolves from Misdreavus with the use of a Dusk Stone, very similar to how Murkrow evolves into Honchkrow. Same thing, another Dusk Stone. Base stat wise, for Mismagius is actually very interesting indeed. Its health points, attack and defense are all 60, and its special attack, special defense and speed are all 105. So it's certainly a very special Pokemon, guys. And special as in special attack and special defense, nothing else. So obviously, it's mainly going to be a special attacker. I would be surprised if I saw anyone using a physical attack in Mismagius at all, ever. But certainly a very good special attacker, more bulky especially, and obviously pretty fast too, whereas its physical attack, physical defense aren't brilliant, and neither are its health points particularly. First up, looking at the typing for Mismagius, it's a pure ghost type, which means it's not too complicated typing. It resists 2 types, is weak to 2 types, is immune to 2 types, and the rest do neutral. So it resists poison and bug, is weak to ghost and dark, and immune to normal and fighting, the rest do neutral. So really there's not a huge amount to say for this. It's not a bad typing, but it's not so good typing either, because obviously it doesn't resist a huge amount of types, so a lot of them are going to be doing neutral and doing more damage than they would be if they were resisted, for example. So that's the only thing to watch out there for with Mismagius. Ability-wise, Mismagius only has one available to it. There's no hidden ability at all, and there's only one basic ability, which is Levitate, which gives it full immunity to ground-type moves. So we can bring the ground from the neutral over to the immunities. Obviously, though, if gravity is used, you aren't going to be taking neutral damage from the ground-type attacks. Taking a look at these highlighted moves or suggested moves or whatever for Mismagius, there's 10 here. I couldn't get all of them I wanted to show on here, but there are a few, as we'll see when we look at the obviously Wi-Fi setups. First one we have is a TM, no low level up moves here for some reason, but we have TM04, which is Calm Mind, psychic type move, which is going to raise your special attack and special defense. As I just mentioned, it's a special Pokemon. It's a special attacking and special defensive Pokemon, so obviously that is going to help you out quite a lot. Then, the next up we have is TM12 Taunt, which is a dark type move, which is going to force the opponent to attack you, which is good in some cases, but obviously not good in some other cases because they're going to attack you anyway. So you need to sort of analyse when you want to use that move, really. Then, next up we have TM24, which is Thunderbolt, a ledge type move, special move. That's going to be one of your attacking moves. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to give some coverage as well against water types, flying types, etc. So that's certainly a good move to always be carrying around. Then TM30, which is Shadow Ball, which is going to be your main stab here, which is a ghost type move, obviously because it's a stab. Pretty powerful as well. Not much to say there, really. Then we have TM61, Will-O-Wisp, which is going to burn the opponent. Certainly good, especially since your defense is lower. Certainly good against, obviously physically attacking Pokemon, because you're going to reduce their attack, the power they can do with their physical attack, and that's also going to allow you to survive more hits. Then we have TM73 Thunder Wave, which is going to paralyze the opponent. So if they're a special attacker, I guess you can paralyze them and get these slow. As we looked at the stats earlier, Mismagius is pretty fast. It's not the fastest Pokemon, but it is pretty fast. Obviously, paralysing the opponent is going to help you out there and slow them down a bit, so allow you to sort of last through. Then, TM90 is Substitute, which is going to be helpful in some sets, especially when combined with Calm Mind, sort of boosting up your defences and whatnot, to allow you to take more hits. And Substitute obviously is going to sacrifice some of your health points. Obviously, though, I keep saying obviously, I don't know why. Leftovers are going to then sort of carry over and heal up the health points you use for the Substitute, so that's a good way to work it there. Then we have TN99 Dazzling Gleam, another special attacking move, actually the last special attacking move we have, so there's only 3 here. Dazzling Gleam, fairy type move, so new for Generation 6, is going to give you a lot of coverage against dark types, which is good because obviously you're weak to dark type moves. Fighting types, you're not weak to them, but you guys get what I mean there, and some more general coverage against some other types too. Then we have 2 egg moves here. The first one is Destiny Bond, which is, I don't like the move particularly, but it can be used for Mismagius, so certainly something to keep in mind there. And then last we have Nasty Plot, which is going to sharply raise your special attack, which is very good because obviously it allows you to do more damage. Okay, so that's the highlighted moves for Mismagius. Let's move on to looking at the Wi-Fi setups. The first one we have here is going to be a basic attacking set, or special attacking set. Moveset is going to be Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt, and you get left with it in the final slot, Destiny Bond, Substitute or Taunt. Ability is going to be Levitate, Nature is Timid, held item a Life Orb or a Spooky Plate, and the EVs are going Maximum Special Attack, Maximum Speed, and the rest in Defense. So, going through the moveset first off, Nasty Plot, obviously this is a Nasty Plot set, so obviously, why did I say obviously again? Hopefully you'll be able to use Nasty Plot once or twice to boost up your special attack sharply, and that's obviously going to allow you to do a lot of damage with your attacks, so Nasty Plot is certainly something to watch out for there. Shadow Ball is your main stab, not much to say there. Choice of Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt is really up to you what you put here. Thunderbolt is going to give you some coverage against some types, Dazzling Gleam coverage against others, so really you guys have to make up your mind. Then finally, Destiny Bond, Substitute or Taunt. Substitute I wouldn't recommend for this set since we don't have any leftovers, so there's no way to heal up health points, so Substitute is sort of redundant, I guess. Taunt is, it's alright, it could be used, you could lead with Mismagius, taunt the opponent so they can't set up any spikes or stealth rock or whatever, so that's certainly an idea there. Or you could run Destiny Bond, so once they attack you enough and your health points are pretty low, you can use Destiny Bond to try and take them to the grave with you. But it really depends on your playstyle. If you don't have Destiny Bond or Taunt or even Substitute, you can run Dazzling Gleam and Thunderbolt alongside each other with Nasty Plot and Shadow Ball and have a properly fully attacking set. Ability is, we can't choose the ability anyway, so there's not much to say there. Nature Timid, so increase our speed, especially if you use that Destiny Bond, so you can get it off at the start of the turn. Held item, Life Orb and Spooky Plate. Spooky Plate is going to boost up your stab, the Shadow Ball, whereas Life Orb is going to boost up all your attacking moves, but it is going to make you lose health points, so you got to remember that, guys. So really it's up to you in this case, whether you want to lose health points but have attack, higher attack across the shop, or whether you want to focus just on Shadow Ball and not lose any health points. EVs wise, maximum special attack and speed are pretty obvious, boosting up, do as much damage as you can and be as fast as you can. Rest in defense because our defense is lower than our special defense, so you want to sort of try and equal them out slightly. Obviously it's not going to come all the way up to be the same as special defense, but equaling them out slightly isn't too bad. That's sort of really it for this set, guys. As I said, hopefully just switch in, try and use a Nasty Plot or two, boost up your special attack if it's safe to. If you're running Destiny Bond, Substitute or Taunt, you can run Taunt and Lead to stop them setting up. You could run Substitute, I don't know why you'd run Substitute to be honest, but it's an idea. And then Destiny Bond obviously could be just put in the back and then waiting for the opportune moment to use Destiny Bond if you know you're going to die and you want to take the opponent down with you, really. But that's how you use that set, really, just come in, Nasty Plot and then get the power off. That's really how you use that set there, completely. So let's move on to the second set for this Mismagius, which is going to be more of a defensive set. So first up we have Thunderwave or Will-O-Wisp on the moveset, then we have Taunt, Pain Split, and finally Shadow Ball. Ability is Levitate because we can't change that. Nature is Bold, held items are leftovers. EVs are 236 in health points, 176 in defense, and then 96 in speed. So, look at the moveset first off. First move, Thunderwave or Will-O-Wisp. It really depends here. Will-O-Wisp is going to be good because, as you can see, our Nature is Bold, which is going to boost up our physical defense. And also we have some EVs in defense too, so actually trying to boost up our physical defense as much as we can. So Will-O-Wisp would be helpful to run because then obviously you can pretty much cripple any physical attacker that's going to do even less damage to them, whereas Thunderwave could be used against all Pokemon, so it's really it's 2 or 3, which one do you want to use. Taunt is there because it can be used as a lead to stop them setting up, as I said earlier. Pain Split is there because that's your method of health recovery. I couldn't put Pain Split on the highlighted move section list because there wasn't enough room, but Pain Split is there indeed. That's going to help you recover some health points from the opponent, obviously if they got more health points than you. If they don't have more health points than you, it's not going to heal you up at all, it's going to heal them up. But then finally Shadow Ball is your main attacking move, so you've got to have that still. Then ability Levitate, can't change that at all. Nature Bold, I've spoken about already, it's going to boost up your defense while lowering your physical attack, that's fine. Held items are leftovers, so along with Pain Split, that's going to help increase, heal your health points up and whatnot. EVs, 236 in health points to put as much in there as we can, 176 in defense to give you some bulk there, and 96 in speed is to make you a certain amount of speed to outspeed certain Pokemon, sort of thing, if you guys get what I mean there. So you can get the Will-O-Wisp off before they can attack you, if you can get the Thunder Wave off before they attack you, everything like that, guys. But how to use a set? You could use it as a lead to taunt the opponent and stop them setting up. You could just use it in general, Will-O-Wisp being, or Thunder Wave, whichever one you've got, pain splitting when you need to, and stuff like that, but you guys get what I mean there. So let's move on to the final Wi-Fi battling setup for Mismagius, which is going to be a sub-Calm Mind set. Moveset is, you can't really, beat around the bush here. Moveset is Substitute and Calm Mind, and then Shadow Ball, and then finally Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt. Ability is Levitate. Nature's Time is Timid again. Held item we have Leftovers here. EVs are maximum special attack, maximum speed, and the rest in defense. So, first up we have Sub. Obviously you can sub up, and then you'll not be taking any damage sort of thing, while you've got Leftovers healing up your health points in the background, which is quite good. Calm Mind, you want to try and get Calm Mind set up as soon as possible, because that's obviously, they're going to do less damage to you then, that's pretty good. And obviously it boosts up your special attack too. Shadow Ball is your main attacking move, so not much to say there. And then we have Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt, so you can sort of, hit normal types, but as well as that, Dazzling Gleam can cover some, Thunderbolt can cover others. You could get rid of the Substitute here and just run a Calm Mind set, but I would recommend Substitute. Ability Levitate, can't change that at all. Nature is Timid because we want the speed. Again, we're not running any. We could switch it out for Assassin Nature, which is going to boost up your special defense as well as lowering your physical attack, I'm pretty sure. But Timid Nature is what I've got down here. Held item Leftovers to restore your health points while the sub is up. And then EV's max and special attack and speed, so you're as fast and hard hitting as possible, and the rest in defense, so you can just sort of take some more physical hits, even though we're building mainly special defensive set here because of Calm Mind. How to use this set? Maybe come in, try and get a Calm Mind off as soon as possible. If you can, if you can predict they're going to switch out, you can sub up first, so you can start recording, or start restoring health points in the background behind the sub while they switch out, sort of thing. And then go for Calm Mind or two and get the damage off with your other moves. But that's really how you use the set. I'm not sure what else to say for it. And that's going to be it for how to use Mismagius, guys. As I said at the start of the video, be sure to comment down below voting for either Nidoqueen or Nidoking on what Pokemon I should cover next week. If you enjoyed this episode of the Pokemon DataDex, be sure to drop a like on the video down below, as well as leaving your comment for your vote. And I guess I'll be seeing you next time. Check out all the other stuff on LumioseStation in the meantime. But bye for now, guys. Goodbye, my friends.